coin toss brought to you by Georgia's own credit union, banking on purpose. So the captains will disperse, each to their sideline. Florida will be on this near sideline, closest to the press box. The visiting Georgia Bulldogs on the far side, and that's where all the Georgia fans are as well. It's on the east stands. It is completely full of red, black, and white. And then the split takes place, the 50-50 split that you hear so much about takes place almost right behind the goal posts. And then on this side, it is mostly blue and orange. I see a little red sprinkled in there, Z, so maybe in this crowd of 80,000 plus, the Dogs might have a slight participation edge in the stands.
I would agree with you. Just a sliver more red and black as we have dotted the blue and orange side with a decent amount here of red and black sprinkled out throughout. You look over across the way where it is a sea of red and black, a couple of dots of blue, but about time to get this thing started.
Let's do it. It's time to tee it up here in Jacksonville. Opening kickoff powered by Georgia Power. Doesn't matter where in the Peach State you're cheering on the Dogs. Georgia Power is energizing your community. Visit georgiapower.com/community to learn more. And as always, we'll be watching from the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Jacksonville. Our first half today presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured? You know who to call. There's only one. One call, 1-800-CALL-KEN. Dogs have it teed up. We'll kick it from south to north. It'll be Jared Zirkle with the ball teed up on the 35 to kick it away from right to left. And we are underway in Jacksonville. A high-hanging kick going to come down short on the 12. Florida with a returnable ball straight ahead to the 23. Bounces outside. That is Trevor Etienne to the near sideline. And he got about 10 or 12 more yards after the bounce out. And Georgia downs him on this near sideline around the 34, 35-yard line. So a short kick.
The Dogs.
Wilson with his second catch already, second leading receiver on this Gator team this season. Third down for Florida. They complete this one. They've got Wilson again on a slant, and he's off to the end zone, and I think he got it. Yeah, touchdown. We tackle him right on the goal line, but his body flops across the goal line for the score, the first one of the game.
Yeah, just too easy there for Florida. The Dogs again went single safety, playing man-to-man, just a backside slant. Perfectly placed football, allowing the Gators to catch that on the run at full speed, and nobody from Georgia could catch him.
26-yard touchdown throw from Mertz, and Wilson with the catch, his second touchdown reception of the season. Florida on the board first with a 6-0 lead. And this officiating crew may be waiting on confirmation from the booth.
Field is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
That's the voice of Matt Luffler. His knee may have touched down before he broke the plane. They're going to look at it. The play is under review. It's brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger. Proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll get a look at a replay as well as we look at it now. And as Tyke Smith was making the tackle, well, from that angle, you can't really tell if the ball's breaking the plane while the knee is touching down. And they're all kind of sliding into the end zone. Here's a better look as we look at a goal line camera angle.
I think that one probably stands. It looked like Wilson's knee came down just after the ball had crossed the plane to the goal line.
Yeah, I agree with you. That looks like a score to me. And it looked like, too, Tyke Smith's hand was under the knee of the ball carrier at the moment, so he never made contact with the turf.
On the field is confirmed. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what we thought all along anyway. So Florida with a 6-0 lead, and the point after try on the way as the Gators score on their first possession of the ball game. 26-yard touchdown throw from officially 25 yards on the TD pass from Mertz to Wilson. It's a 66-yard drive in 7 plays in 3 minutes and 36 seconds. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Here's the point after try by the sophomore kicker from Maryland, Trey Smack. It's up and good, and Gators grab the lead, 7-0. Florida. 22-yard field goal try from the 12. Right on the hash mark, kicking left. Beck to hold. There's the snap, the placement. The kick is in the air, and Woodring puts it up and good. Dogs have points with that good kick. The good hands at Allstate will contribute to the Georgia Bulldogs General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Allstate. New score in Jacksonville with 6:16 to go first quarter. Florida 7, Georgia 3 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Second down and 10, Dogs. We trail 7-3. First quarter getting late. 93 seconds to go. We're on the Florida 41-yard line. Moving to our left here in bright sunshine. Muse in motion to the right. Play fake to Milton. Back to set up. Throw down the middle. He's got a man at the 25. McConkey reverses course. 10-5. Touchdown. Ladd McConkey.
Boy, what a move once he caught that football. Carson able to step up, had pressure breathing down his neck, but he moves up into the pocket, delivers a strike on a dig route to McConkey. McConkey catches it, stops on a dime, and then just an all-out sprint, and the Gators couldn't catch him.
41-yard touchdown right down the middle. McConkey, as he said, boy, he changed direction in a heartbeat. And the Dogs get the first touchdown of the game on their side. They take the lead 9-7, and the point after try is pending. Ladd McConkey missed the first 4 games of the year with a back injury. Has worked his way back into the lineup. He's played the last 3. And that's the biggest catch of his return thus far. Here's Peyton Woodring for the point after try. And the kick is up and good. That McConkey touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. New score in Jacksonville, Dogs 10, Florida 7 now as Georgia marched 66 yards in 5 plays in a minute 14. They kind of picked up the pace compared to that first scoring drive, Z, with that field goal scoring drive. Took over 5 minutes. The Dogs attack quickly here, the last 41. From Beck to McConkey for the touchdown. And the 5-play, 66-yard drive and a 41-yard score is your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered.
Carson Beck now 7 out of 10 through the first quarter, 119 yards through the air. He does have the 1 touchdown.
Out of the pistol, Mertz now goes up under center. They direct snap it back to ETN. He wants to throw it. Smile Munden's all over him, and he's going to tackle him. Ball goes over on downs at the 31-yard line.
Boy, what a huge play this could be in this football game. Gators try to trick the Dogs, get their quarterback up underneath center, and then the center snaps it all the way back to ETN. Smile Munden not fooled at all.
Dogs snap it with 2 seconds on the play clock. Give it to Dejon. He's got clear sailing on the right side. He's going to get to the corner. Touchdown, Dejon Edwards, as he glides inside the pylon on this right side of the goal line. Easy waltz into the end zone. They walled it off between the numbers and the hash. And Edwards just floated into the end zone for the score.
Boy, and what a block by Marcus Rosemy-Jack-Saint downfield. And then smart decision to take his hands off the Florida defender as well, not to entice any kind of penalty flag coming out. But you're right, Dejon Edwards able to get outside. A nice block by Xavier Truss as well. He was at right tackle. Really nice job sealing that edge. And once Dejon got outside, because of the great blocking downfield by the Georgia receivers, not a blue jersey in sight.
Point after try by Woodring is good. Dogs offense makes Florida pay for the 4th down roll of the dice a few moments ago. Dogs put it in the end zone on the 20-yard run by Dejon Edwards. And our new score in Jacksonville is Georgia 17 and Florida 7. Timeout here in Jacksonville. That touchdown, by the way, brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Bulldogs. Back after this, Bulldogs Sports Network.
Florida Gator offensive line. The Gators, who had yielded 19 sacks, coming in, give up another one.
2nd and 19 for Florida on their own 16. Mertz drops back on the near hash, steps up in the pocket. The ball gets stripped out. It's on the turf, piled up. Georgia's got it. Georgia's got it at the 10. Marvin Jones Jr. jumped on the loose ball. Dogs knocking on the door again at the 10 after the Florida fumble.
Boy, great penetration. No pressure that time from the Dogs. It's just the athleticism of our front 4. We said it was going to be a key coming in. Dogs able to get outside with a great outside rush there by Ingram Dawkins. I think he's the one that stripped the football out of Mertz's hands. And Marvin Jones Jr. there, able to pounce on it, and Dogs in business again.
They spotted on the 11. First half today presented by attorney Ken Nugent, injured in a wreck. Only one call to make. One call, 1-800-CALL-KEN.
And Dogs keeping their offense on the field. Looks like we're going to go try to put another nail in this one.
Dogs will go for it on fourth down here. 4th and goal from the 2. Kirby wants fourth and, he can't get a first down. 4th and 1, he can get a first down without having to score. In the shotgun, hand it to Edwards. He gets the first down, and he gets the touchdown. Straight ahead run, touchdown, Dejon Edwards.
What a push right there by Xavier Truss, Cedric Van Pran, and Tate Ratledge just pushing blue jerseys back like they're on ice skates.
Another big old hole right there in the middle of the line of scrimmage, as you just described, Z. Edwards with his second touchdown. That's brought to you, of course, by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Bulldogs. And Georgia smells blood in the water here, going for the jugular now. It's 23-7. Point after try on the way. Florida scored first, and all that did was make Georgia mad. Snap it back to back. He plants it in the turf, and Woodring kicks it up and through the pipes. It's good. It's 24-7 here in the second quarter. A lot of time remaining. 10:34 to go here in sunny Jacksonville. Let's take a timeout. Got a new score, new ball game, and the fun and the party just beginning on the far side of the field. Dogs in front on the Bulldog Sports Network. He lost 6 yards. I want to correct that. About the 25. He's inside the 20. Snap it back to Crenshaw. We blocked the punt. It's spinning in the air, and it lands over the back line of the end zone. There's no call yet. Now there's the call. It's a safety for Georgia. Jonel Aguero got a hand on it, blocked it high in the air. That ball just carried backwards, spinning rapidly, landed over the back line of the end zone. Georgia has 2 more points on the safety blocked punt.
Boy, what started out so promising if you're a Florida Gator has just turned into a nightmare in very, very short order.
Did you use the word avalanche just a second ago?
I just did.
That's what it is. An avalanche in northwest or northeast Florida in 80-degree weather. My goodness. It's 26-7 after the blocked punt safety for Georgia. Now Florida will have to kick it away. Wow. Just a stunning turn of events from the first quarter. Florida went right down the field on their first possession. He may have eaten Plant City. He's right in the middle. I don't think I've ever seen a human that big on the football field. He needs a scale for each foot. He is enormous. Holy smokes. Now we do just take a knee, and Beck will get the offense off the field and into the locker room. What a half by Georgia, as the Dogs put 26 straight on the board and lead the Gators at intermission 26-7. Second half on the way. Georgia gets the ball to start the second half. Our halftime interview with Coach Kirby Smart and DJ Shockley is brought to you by Zaxby's. They are the official ice of the Georgia Bulldogs. And Kirby going to do a quick hit with television before we go down to Shock, but I think for the most part, Z, he's going to be pretty happy with what he saw outside of that first drive by Florida. You
take away that first drive, this Georgia team has completely dominated the football game, and it was just a blitz and an avalanche of points, big plays. The Gators get aggressive, take a risk, go for it on fourth down, and the momentum had already shifted, but you add that on top of it, and it was Florida just got hit with a couple of haymakers. As we're having to throw the side adjust off of that corner fire, and he's knocking it down 2 times in a row on that same look.
You know, basketball, they tell the big man, pump fake, pump fake. Maybe that's what he needs in that situation. Beck slides to his left and throws. He's got a man open at the 37. That's McConkey. He's into Gator territory. Reverses field at the 40, to the 30, to the 25. They chase him down from behind. Lad McConkey, tackled by Searcy deep in Florida territory for a big Scana Energy first down as the Dogs get out of a hole. 54 yards on the catch and run by Chatsworth, Georgia's Ladd McConkey.
Boy, so good there by Carson Beck. Had a lot of pressure, able to slide in the pocket to his left, and then let that football go way before McConkey's out of his break, and just laid it up with enough air to let McConkey adjust to it, and then McConkey catches it and shows off that great speed.
Nice move at the Gator 40. He was angling this way and then just cut back the opposite way. Here's Dejon Edwards running to daylight through the right edge of the line of scrimmage, across the 20, down close to the 15-yard line. Shamar James, the linebacker, and Thornton, the safety, on the stop for the guys in blue. But he got 8. 2nd down and 2. Dogs in the Massey Ferguson red zone again.
Big block there by Lawson Lucky and Tate Radledge.
Edwards closing in on another 100-yard day. He's got 81 right now. Stays in the backfield with Beck, who's in the shotgun. Snap it back, give it to Dejon. He's looking for more. He might be winded. He got nothing on that one. And there wasn't much blocking on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Shamar James, the linebacker, shot through there and got to Edwards quickly. And Edwards may have lost a little bit of real estate. Not quite a full yard. Put the ball back to the 17-yard line. And now James, who made that tackle, shaken up for the Gators defense. So that'll stop play again with 47 seconds to go, 3rd quarter, and Georgia on the move. And TV will take an opportunity to use that as a timeout. And we will keep it right here and tell you that the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says the penalty for getting a DUI can cost up to $10,000. That's why the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says drive sober so you won't get pulled over. Now James is up, walking slowly, but on his own to the Gator sideline. He's flanked by a couple of their training staff, but he's walking on his own. And both teams huddle up near their respective sidelines. Georgia 29, Florida 7. The Dogs are sniffing for some more points here on a 3rd down and 4 play. When we come back, it's the Dogs on the Gators 17-yard line. Mixing it up nicely with pass and run. We've run for 128. We've thrown for 268. The Gators have thrown for 149 and rushed for only 40 today. And the Dogs really took advantage of Florida in that 2nd quarter on a 4th down stop that turned into a touchdown eventually. Then they turned a Mertz fumble into a touchdown. Then they blocked a punt through the end zone, got a safety out of that. Next thing you know, they're up almost 3 touchdowns after falling behind at the beginning of the game, 7-0. And that's your 3rd quarter recap presented by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit. Loans for land and farms.
Dogs starting to pick it up a little bit on 3rd down. Now 4 out of 10 after we've converted the last couple.
Playing Freebird here in the stadium, and some of these Gator fans, if Georgia scores on this possession, they might fly right out of here. Less than 40 seconds to go in the quarter. 3rd down and 4 for the Dogs on the Gators' 17-yard line. Moving to our right, 2 receivers to the right of Beck, 1 to the left. Edwards in the backfield. Snap it back to Carson in the shotgun. Play fake, goes for the back left corner. Caught by Bell. Touchdown. Reaching up high as he crosses the goal line. Dylan Bell with 6.
Great job by Bell early on in that route. Got to squeeze it inside to give himself and give Carson plenty of room out towards the pylon. Gators played cover 2, so had a safety coming over the top, but because Bell squeezed the initial part of that route so much, no way any Gator could get to it.
Another Georgia touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Dylan Bell, who's been in the backfield today, now he gets a little reward being out on the left side of the receiving line of scrimmage for Carson Beck, and he was looking that way the whole way. He had one-on-one coverage, and Beck placed it in there perfectly, and Bell reached up high and caught it for the touchdown. The extra point is good, and it's 36-7. Gators taking their time. Center standing over the football. Kingsley Egwalkin, the junior from here in Jacksonville, just waiting on substitutions to get in. 2nd down and goal from the 6 for the Gators. Mertz in the shotgun. They're in the pistol, actually. And he'll play fake it straight ahead, fake a pitch, throw it into the back corner to the tight end, and is caught for a touchdown. Hayden Hansen, back left corner, beats Starks on the throw. Hansen at 6'6" and 265 has the framework to make that catch, and the Gators have their second touchdown of the game on the 6-yard throw from Mertz.
Fake dive, then fake a little jet sweep. Pulled up Malachi Starks, and he couldn't recover in time, and Gators back on the board now, going for 2.
36-13 is the score. 2-point conversion try. The ball over the goal line, but to no avail. 2 tight ends in this formation, Delp and Lucky. And Beck in the shotgun, hand it to Milton. He runs in there at a gap, bounces off the first try, and then Big Tate Ratledge just shoves him in the end zone. Get in there! Touchdown!
Boy, the Dogs' offensive line just taking control of this football game, and again, just breaking the will, breaking the spirit of these Florida Gators. And with that touchdown, those that are left in blue and orange are making their way to the exits. Always a beautiful sight.
I love it when, speaking of beautiful sights, I love it when the linemen direct traffic. As Ratledge just got right behind Milton and just shoved him right across the goal line. Get in that end zone where you belong. 1-yard touchdown run by the Dogs. Point after try by the freshman Peyton Woodring. Moat to snap it, Beck to hold it. Woodring to kick it right into the net. It's good. It's 43-13. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Bulldogs. Another impressive drive with 5:57 to go. Dog fans are celebrating, and the Gator fans are moping home once again. Timeout here in the fourth quarter. Back to Jacksonville after this. Bulldog Sports Network. Gators break the huddle. Ball's just outside the goal line. Mertz goes up under center. They'll try to push him in. He didn't get it on the first try, but I think his spin over the pile to the right gets him in, and it does. We stopped him up the middle initially, but he spun to the right off the pile, and rolled into the end zone for the touchdown. A 1-yard push by Graham Mertz, the quarterback, the transfer from Wisconsin, does indeed put the Gators on the board again with 1:20 to go in the game. Then a 17-yard touchdown catch from Beck to Dylan Bell for another Georgia score. Gators added a 5-yard touchdown throw to their tight end Hansen. And then the aforementioned Kendall Milton 1-yard touchdown. That's all the scoring in the second half before Mertz's roll into the end zone a few moments ago. And now the Dogs will just take a knee in the victory formation, take that last bit of time off the clock, and let the celebration in Jacksonville begin. The Dogs will go 8-0, 5-0 in the SEC. They're the first-place team in the East. And another team trying to catch them will be in Athens next Saturday afternoon for an 8-0 Georgia team and a 7-1 Missouri team.
Brock Vandegrift into the game here to take these final couple of snaps in the victory formation. And Dogs, after that opening drive, really just dominated this football game. 487 yards of total offense, 315 through the air, 172 on the ground. Into the game with 23 first downs, 6 out of 12 on third down. Just a really solid performance across the board for this Georgia football team.
Vandegrift has taken the final knee with about 37 seconds left. They don't have to snap it again. And the benches have emptied into the middle of the field as the players mill around and shake hands and greet guys they know. And these two teams know a lot of the other guys on each team. There's a lot of Georgia players on the Florida roster, and there's a lot of Florida players on the Georgia roster. And even in the coaching staff, a lot of Georgia connections there, too. Rob Sale, a former offensive coordinator, offensive line coach at Georgia for one season, the offensive coordinator at Florida. Austin Armstrong, who was a quality control coach in 2019 in Athens, is the defensive coordinator. A couple of other guys with Georgia connections, too, on that Florida staff. But it's the Bulldogs that win this one here tonight in 2023. Your final score, Georgia 43 and the Gators 20. The winning streak continues. I should say the winning streaks, because Georgia has a bunch of them. The Dogs win for the, what is it now, the 25th time in a row. Yeah, 25 straight, 41 out of the last 42. 35 straight regular season wins in a row, 24 SEC regular season wins in a row, 18 straight SEC East wins in a row, and 15 straight wins away from Athens. That's where we'll be next Saturday for Georgia and Missouri in a 340 contest between the hedges. Look forward to having you then. Look forward to having you back for our post-game coverage from Jacksonville. Dogs a winner today, 43-20 over the Florida Gators. Stay tuned. Neil Hondo Williamson rejoins us right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hello.